Welcome back to Studio Life, everybody. Today we're looking at a couple of plugins that have been around quite a while, and we've even reviewed them before. However, they have been re-released and are slightly different, so it's time to check them out again. We are, of course, talking about the Pulsar VM Comp and NP-EQ. Let's find out. Are they? First of all, we should probably address the elephant in the room, which is, why have they changed their names? Because it used to be the Very compressor and it used to be the Massive Passive EQ. So why isn't it anymore? Or the Massive EQ. What was it called before? Anyway, there was definitely Massive in there. Pretty sure it was Massive Passive. Anyway, originally these are kind of modelled versions of famous Manley processors, mainly the Massive Passive EQ and the Very compressor. That company has recently been bought, interestingly, by Dirk, who used to own Plugin Alliance, sold that, made a load of money, and he's been off in the States, and he's bought Manley. Now that's good news for Manley. Manley are probably secure now. I think they've just moved, got new premises. They're going to be doing lots of cool new stuff. I hope maybe they're going to be doing some recallable stuff. Who knows? But I'm guessing their legal department got onto Pulsar. That would be my guess. I don't know that. That might not be true at all, but that would be my guess. And said, oi, you can't go calling your plugins the same name as what we call our hardware. You're going to have to change that. I'm guessing that's what's happened, but I could be wrong. Anyway, let's see what else is different and go over them both and see what's what. Let's start with the NP-EQ. Obviously, still kind of similar looking to the Manley Massive Passive. Interestingly, I think I had the first Massive Passive hardware in the UK years ago. I think it was 99 or maybe 2000. I reviewed it for the Mix magazine, and yeah, they sent me one, which was awesome. Having that in my setup for I think I had it for about a month or something. It might have been longer. Anyway, it was very cool. Great bit of kit. Used one a few times since. I do like them. This plugin is incredibly faithful to that. It's got the same 4 bands, so you've got the high and low shelves, and then you've got the 2 mid bands, which are, peaking filters. You've got the high pass and the low pass. I like that a lot. There's a cool thing they have on this, which is where you've got 2 different kinds of transformers. You can have that off, or you can have it Transformer 1 or Transformer 2. They sound slightly different. You do really have to drive this thing though to get some sort of actual audible saturation out of it. It doesn't really saturate as such until you really nail it. That's not really what this was designed for, is it? It's a mastering EQ, really. It's for doing very subtle moves to make an overall mix sound fantastic. It can work in mid-side, which is a very cool thing to be able to do. You'll see at the demo at the end. It's always a cool trick in mastering anyway. You do quite often want to adjust the mid and the side separately. This is a very, very nice EQ for that. You'll notice if you use this alongside their 8200 EQ, which is a model version of the GML, that is a lot more, you can use a lot narrower EQs and get it stuck in a bit more and do some sort of quite surgical EQ. This can't do that. The cues are very wide. Even when they're narrow, they're not really narrow at all. So you're kind of forced to do very musical kind of EQing. It won't let you do anything notchy or anything that's going to ruin anything. So that is a plus, I think. The metering is fantastic. It shows you the ins and the outs on the right. This whole way of working where you can choose if you want to just see like the hardware knobs and operate it that way, or you can see just the graphic bit and operate it that way, or you can see both. The fact you can grab the node and move it around or grab the knob, it's nice. It's just, it suits everybody and it looks fantastic. The auto gain really works. What else can I tell you about it? That's kind of about it. It's just a fantastic EQ. It sounds great. There's some extra frequencies. It goes down now to 33 and to 22 at the low end, and it goes up to 18 and 27k at the top end. Really, really cool. Give it that incredible sheen, an incredibly low rumble. A really, really nice EQ. Have genuinely nothing bad to say about it. It's got oversampling, it's got resizing, it's got some fantastic presets. The FFT display is awesome. It can be fast, it can be slow, it can do whatever you want to do. It's very cool. Definitely check out the demo. Definitely go and download a demo and play with it. Right, now let's talk about the VM Comp. Used to be the Verimue, based on the Manley hardware, which is found in a lot of mastering studios. I've never had one. Not that I don't like them, I just wasn't my chosen Verimue. I've got two other different ones. I've got a GameLab Dictator and an SPL Iron. For me, the Iron is the king of that, but I know people that swear by the Verimue, so I understand it's a sound a lot of people love. The plugin, I think, is really good. It's so legitimate sounding. It very much sounds like hardware to me. Again, you've got this incredible metering, so you've got your ins and your outs over on the top right here, and it shows your gain reduction in between that. The sidechain EQ on this plugin, the way it works, it's just fantastic. It's a really good implementation of what a plugin can do over hardware. You can literally draw the EQ for the sidechain, so you can scoop out the lows, you can push a bit of mid in there, whatever you want to do to trigger the compressor, you can do it. It can do look ahead, so it reacts to transients, you know, as soon as they arrive. You can even do look behind. What's that? Well, that's letting the transient go and then reacting. Incredibly useful sidechain section. Let's look at the main bit of the compressor. We've got the dual input knob in the middle there, power switch and a mix control. Lovely to be able to blend it in and out. You've got threshold control, you've got your output, your attack and your release. You've got more attack and release times this time. You can go ultra fast on both, which, you know, be careful. Too fast on the attack, it starts to sound a bit weird, but combined with the really clever sidechain, you can probably get around that. It also works in mid-side. That's incredibly cool for a mastering compressor to be able to work in mid-side, because a lot of the time the energy, that, you know, the thump is down straight down the middle, and the sides you don't want to be squashing that much, so it gives you the ability to really control the bottom end thump and the bass and the kick drum. Let the sides go a bit. I really like that. It's got a solo, you know, audition. You click on the headphones so you can hear what the mid or the side's doing. That's really useful as well. Yep. Overall, pretty fantastic. I genuinely have nothing bad to say about it. There's some higher ratios. If you push that button, that makes it a little bit more suited to maybe the drum bus, or just doing some more interesting style of compression. Anyway, check out the demo at the end, because rather than demoing them individually, I thought, no, let's just put them together. Let's have an EQ and a compressor, run some tracks through it, mastering situation. Let's see what we can do. Let's talk about demo. It's Pulsar, so it's 14 days for both. Price wise, the Verimue compressor, or the VM Comp as it is now known, normal price €149. In the sale right now, €79. I think €79 is pretty fair for that. It does such a lot. The MPEQ, again, $149 usually. In the sale right now, €79. But if you want to save yourself another €9, and who doesn't, they're now doing this thing called the Blue Bundle, which is these two together as a package, €149. For those two, that's a good deal, I think. I don't really have anything negative to say. Quite often I moan about prices. I think these are such well-spec'd, nice looking and very, very usable plugins. I don't think I can moan about anything. Right, this section of the show is sponsored because we have a sponsor. And who is it? It's lalals.com. What do they do? Well, it's a set of AI tools online to use to help with your music production. They have a wealth of things that are really going to help you, such as AI voices and voice cloning, a stem splitter, a really high quality stem splitter, text-to-speech, lyric detector, denoiser, de-echo and de-reverb, incredibly useful for cleaning up existing recordings. There's a BPM and key detector. If you're working with a piece of music you didn't start working on, you can drop it in, tells you the key and the BPM, really useful. And finally, my favorite thing that it does is audio to MIDI. You drop any audio into it, it will give you the MIDI data, which you can drag and drop into your DAW. How useful is that? You can even do a voice note. If you can't play something very well, but you can hum it, it will give you the MIDI data. That's incredibly useful. It's free to sign up for an account, and monthly prices for the advanced features start at $11.99. So check it out, lalals.com. So it's 5 stars for both the VM Comp and the MPEQ. I'm a big fan of their stuff. Anyway, there you go. Check out the demo at the end. I think it's quite an interesting one. If you could like the video, that really helps. If you could subscribe to the channel, that helps even more. You could check out my Instagram, which is Mixdown Mastering, see what I get up to in here every day. There's also the website, Studio Live, where you can see the top 5 plugins. You can also look at the courses I do on mixing and mastering, and you can also book mixing and mastering. Anyway, check out the demo coming up. I will see you next time. Adios, people.
You're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm all alone. Staying faithful, and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You've got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, right, right. It ain't right, right, right. It ain't right. Oh no, you're calling